while we wait for me to get back. Alright. So, let's talk about that Baldur's Gate 3 shit. Because I've been playing some Baldur's Gate 3 lately. That game makes me so fucking happy, and I don't know why. It's probably because the writing in that game is so goddamn good. But yeah, that sounds like something that would be like a 10-hour fucking speed run. I thought I had to stop. I did. For a second, I thought getting hit by that was going to cause, oh, fuck. I thought it was going to send me backwards. I was worried it was going to send me backwards. God, the palm sweat, man. But Baldur's Gate 3 is like, you know, on its own, without trying to speedrun it, is like a fucking 50-hour game. I don't know, like, what it would look like, you know, as like a speedrun, per se. Well, that's fucking evil. What? Are you supposed to pogo along the spikes? Instructions unclear. Dick stuck in toaster. That seems horrible. Let's go try it again. Thinking about the most, like, consistent way to go about it. That's not the most consistent way to go about anything. Oh, shit. Let's let that heal up, and then we'll... So, Baldur's Gate 3 is an interesting conundrum for speedruns. RPGs really aren't often, like, hot button items for speedrunning. But from what I've seen in Baldur's Gate 2, there's probably some fucking really absolutely insane shit that people are doing in Baldur's Gate 3 to speedrun that game. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like that game's not being speedrun. People fucking speedrun literally every game. People speedrun like Sonic 2006, which, like, why would you willingly inflict that shit upon yourself, like, willingly? But I think it's an interesting discussion to be had that, like, how would you handle, like, all endings? Are you just gonna, like, have a save file that you keep loading up at the end of the game and just do different things to get different endings? Are you gonna have... Or is it, like, only certain types of endings that you can get in certain runs? Or, like... I know there was a 6% speed run in Baldur's Gate 3, which was basically because there was they'd improperly set, like, all the romance levels to, like, super horny when the game originally came out. So, like, you know, people were getting into romancing the characters, like, 11 minutes into the game. I have an itch right about there. The fuck is this shit? Oh, the statue's right there, so... I'm kind of proud of it. I got through that lap. Oh, man. I'm just absolutely killing it right now. Second. Take care of that. Oh my god! Oh. Oh! Yeah, I've actually played Ring Fit Adventure, and that shit is no fucking joke. Even in, like, easier settings, if you're looking to get in shape, that is not a bad option. Alright, well, we've got about 2.5 hours. With how I've been progressing so far, I don't think that it's outside the realm of possibility. If you would fucking hug the wall, like, bro, what's your fucking problem? He's not holding on. He's slipping. Is it really a boss fight, though? Remember, I've seen Path of Pain. It's like, I wouldn't. It's just like two normal enemies. There's a combat, a minimal combat challenge. Let's call it that. I swung that way too early. I have quick nail. I probably could have swung that again. You see people falling on the enemies. That would be a terrible way to start that fight. I knew that was gonna fall. We've established a new PB, so let's try and get back to that PB. And double jump. Oh, yeah, no, if I die to that fight, I will probably end stream and then openly weep in my bed for the rest of the evening. Okay. I did hit the thing, that's fair. Like, if I got to that fight and then was just like, yeah, I think I'll just die now. I would like, cause you'd have to, yeah, I mean, you'd have to try really, really hard to die to those guys. Especially like if you made it through almost there. That's true. Also, first time chatting in stream. Welcome, Shadow. Okay. Come on. Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. I don't know if they have a similar saying like that where you're from, but common saying here in the States. No, it is 100% a skill issue. I will never ever try and pretend that I'm like even remotely good at games. I just sometimes get lucky. That's how I view my video game experience. With the exception of Metroid games, I do feel that I am genuinely good at those. I'm gonna be nice. I'm not gonna curse the game. It's my fault. It's so close, and it's like now is when I'm gonna start choking on all the stupid stuff, basically. Oz, what the fuck are you doing, man? Come on. Oh, I thought I grabbed the wall. Fuck. Luckily, we got this thing here that'll prevent us from, you know, while this is incredibly difficult, it's not like Kaizo levels of like fucked up. Like that is so fucked up. That's a new PB. Sweaty palms, sweaty palms. New PB, that's a new PB. All right. Yes. It's kind of like what you said earlier today, is that it's basically it's like a a Souls boss or Elden Ring boss or Bloodborne boss. You keep working at it until you figure out what works or what works for you. Yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to do, but I was like, my hands were a little bit shaky when I was doing it. I jumped at the wrong time. I'm just glad I don't have to do that because I have the Crystal Flash, but it's interesting that they put that there, which leads me to believe that you don't even need, like, it seems like, well, no, you need the ability. Do you need it to get this far? Never mind. I'm gonna stop talking now. You need to jump when they go in the ground. Jump. 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 Especially if I'm going like over, it's going to take me a little bit longer to get there. So when they go into the ground, by the time I go over, I should be able to pop myself up off of the. I think a lot of people struggle with this over 10 years. It must have been fortunate. It took you less than half an hour. Are you like a professional Hollow Knighter or something? Jesus. I would say that was fortunate. No. I've swung the nail too late. Impact was imminent. I do know that like doing this is going to make me better at not only this game, but like just these types of games in general. I figured that, you know, I have a similar resume, but it's more 30 or so years of Metroidvania experience. I'd say longer than that. 1995 was 30 years ago. No, 29. 29 years ago was 1995. Let me go back another 5 years. 34 years, 30 plus years of Metroidvania experience. I've been playing Metroid games. I was talking to somebody about this before, and it's probably why I'm so fucking obsessed with this franchise. Is because the game essentially became like a safe space for me. 4 years of Souls experience. It's funny, the franchises that I cling to the most are the ones that I know the most. Oh yeah, Super Meat Boy and Celeste. It's like from what I've seen in Celeste, I would not bat an eye if somebody said that Celeste is harder than all of Hollow Knight. Some of the shit that I've seen in Celeste looks really fucking hard. But for me, it was Metroidvania. It's like it was the combat that I enjoyed. Playing as Samus Aran and blowing up planets and shit was a lot of fun for me. And so there was a bit of platforming there, but it was mostly just like more like movement tech. That's kind of what Metroid found its, you know, its sea legs, if you will. The hitboxes for these spikes seem to be a bit, I don't want to say bad, because they're not bad. Dark Souls 2 has bad hitboxes. What the fuck that was? Yeah, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze is one that I've heard it's like absolutely goated. Oh my god, that's... I remember those days. That was like, you're talking like the early days of like Let's Plays and shit like that. That's when I was like watching like, you know, fucking like Chugga Conroy or whoever playing Earthbound, because I didn't have the heart to go back and play all of Earthbound after losing my save file. Symphony of the Night is a Castlevania game, but it's the castle part, or the Vania part of Metroidvania. Yeah, my first time like trying like Let's Playing and shit like that was back in like the early 2000s. I was trying to rush and I shouldn't have. Because like I didn't have a camera to point at the TV or anything like that, so I had to wait until capture cards were a thing. It's not that like I knew that they were going to be a thing, but like I saw people like HC Bailey and Chugga Conroy like uploading videos, like high quality looking videos to YouTube, and I was like, oh, you can do that? How do they do that? And so I started like doing research into like how people record like video game stuff and get footage of it. And that's how I learned about capture cards, and that's how I got into YouTube, and YouTube is how I got into Twitch. Although I've taken down all my original, like all my Let's Play stuff, because there's a lot of stuff that I did there that was like with an ex-girlfriend of mine, and that's not the type of stuff that I want to... I was basically a different person when I made those videos. Had to make do, yeah. Used to sell bootleg movies, had to... That's actually an interesting thing I was talking to somebody about. I had, when I was in the army during the, you know, the whole Iraq-Afghanistan thing that I think just about anybody who's in the military was a part of. So I got deployed to Afghanistan just, like, we're talking like a day or two before Episode 3, Star Wars Episode 3 released in theaters. And so my first time seeing Star Wars Episode 3 was off of a bootleg DVD in Afghanistan. It's impressive, though, if you think about it. They were able to get those things out there and get the, fuck! But yeah, they were able to get those bootlegs so fucking fast. That was impressive. Today, as a normal person, you don't need a capture card to make videos. The graphics card nowadays is so good that they can handle... Well, yeah, I mean... But what people use capture cards is for console gameplay. Yes, I'm playing Hollow Knight on the PC right now. Woohoo! But there is, you know, to get console. I guess you could also stream to Twitch from your console. I see a lot of people on Reddit that do that. My brain completely shorted out there. It feels like there's a specific rhythm. It's just sometimes like it works 60% of the time, it works all the time. I should have jumped. I've done the middle jump, that is. Motherfucker. But yeah, like recording gameplay and stuff like that was how I got my start in content creation. It's what my YouTube channel has. I think right now I'm at like 149 subscribers. It's because I used to create content. I used to create Let's Plays. And then that kind of fell out when I essentially kind of lost everything except for the stuff I could fit in a car. That was like the peak of my poverty arc, where I was the most poor. It was around the time I quit making YouTube videos because I had more pressing issues. I basically was on the verge of becoming homeless. So I was like, all right, well, it was fun to do that, but I've got bigger problems, bigger fish to fry. So I stopped, got into college. Once I kind of got settled in with college, I tried my hand at streaming for a little bit. I was unable to continue that because the internet connection I had at the place I was staying at was not good enough to effectively stream anything other than a blurry mess. I couldn't get a good bit rate. But that was the first time that I played Dark Souls 1. I actually did a Soul Level 1 run, and then I started doing invasions in Undeadburg after I beat the Four Kings Soul Level 1. I don't know if I ever finished the Soul Level 1 run or not. I don't recall. The main reason I was doing the run on stream was so that people could see that I didn't cheat, because that was a big problem back then, especially on the original Dark Souls. Talking back in the Games for Windows Live days, when Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition on the PC was tied to that Games for Windows Live service that was shit. I'm starting to experience the effects of what feels like mental decline. Of course, my brain was mush before I even started today. So you wake up to an SQL query that returned over 700,000 results. Fucking hell. Just thinking about that makes me want to go to sleep. I had to sit there and sort through that and be like, why did I get damn near 1 million results when I should have gotten around or less than 200,000? But instead, we're like 500,000 over. Getting hard stuck there. Luckily, we have our little endless fountain of gold juice. I ignored Shadow Porker to buy it. Was it Shadow Porker or was it Sushi? Who was it that said not to make large leaps, but take it like, a little bit at a time? Going off the... Motherfucker, man. I need to calm down. Like, I know I'm near the end. I need to calm down. That was just jumping at the wrong time. But yeah, my early days of content creation were fraught with setbacks and other sorts of unfortunate issues that I All right, focus. That's what I need to do. I need to focus. Attention to anything else. What, bouncing off the saw blades is the easy part of the whole section, or are you talking about getting to the saw blades? Because, like, my issues with, like, bouncing off the saw blades isn't the act of doing it, it's the hitboxes, for one, feel a little bit wonky here. How further do I... What do you mean? Honestly, if you're talking how much is left in Pat's Pain, you know better than I do. Hold on. Oh. I'm getting impatient, unfortunately, and I think that's leading to, like, jump, you fucking nutter. What? He went horizontal. I know, I was pressing down on the fucking analog stick. Stop acting like a fucking idiot, dude. I really think that the hitboxes on those spikes are... Let's just say I don't agree with where they are. It's like the fucking spikes in Mario Maker. They're absolutely much, much larger than the actual graphic. Like playing Dark Souls 2 all over again. I will die on the hill that Hollow Knight does have some hitbox issues. I think every game could be argued has hitbox issues. Yes. No, not the long nail. What I have is the Mark of Pride, which is a tier higher than the long nail. But I wanted this equipped because it allowed, if like you miss a pogo, you can quickly swing again. Problem is now the pogos that I'm missing aren't because of so this is kind of like, this was my setup I think for the White Palace, so I'm using that same setup that basically doesn't worry about combat, instead worries about survivability. Again, I'm pressing down on the analog stick, and he's swinging off to, he's off in fucking Never Never Land for whatever fucking reason. I should have double jumped my way over to that saw blade. I could have done that. Cola, you missed the majority of Path of Pain. Well, I mean, I had a massive skill issue with Pure Vessel, so I decided I was going to torture myself in a different way. Basically, I was trying to practice him, and instead of practicing him, I was learning how to... I was finding new and inventive ways to get hit by him. Come on, I'm fucking pressing down on the analog stick. Why are you swinging like a horizontally, you stupid fucking little adorable void fuck? It is, yeah, it's I call it Mario torture. Kaizo Mario torture. I'm pretty sure Kaizo Mario ROM What was that? Keep in mind, when I shout at the game, it's because I don't want to blame myself anymore. I've been blaming myself for like an hour now. Yeah, I don't know how close I've gotten to the end. I don't think I'm not sure if I want to know. fucking spikes! I fucking hate the spikes! Spikes, go to hell! Don't blame me looking over it. Oh. I like the way that you spelled that too. Thank you. Fuck. I wish you could, like, you know, that would have been a nice addition to this area, like a jukebox thing. Like, I understand why the sad music is playing, but because I understand why the sad music is playing, the sad music doesn't need to play. I understand that we are having a SADS because we are learning about the Pale King's horrible mistake that led to the destruction of Hallownest. You know, I think we had a discussion about this earlier. We were talking about, like, the defense budget for Hallownest. Like, how much did they spend on all the buzzsaws? And, you know, I brought up the infection, and is that, like, you know, is that like biological warfare, or like... Well, they're sentient bugs. I mean, there's a lot of money that you can make just from being a bug that is sentient and is able to, like, you know, speak a language and build an entire kingdom with rules and laws and society in general. What the fuck do I do there? I think I found that part that Gaddis was saying looks like it's impossible. Oh. The fuck do you, like... That doesn't make any sense. I'm trying to, like, it makes zero sense. Because that saw blade is moving way too fast for you to be able to effectively continually bounce off of that. The way the spikes come down like that, you can't, you know, you can't just double jump across, like, you can't do all that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I just... All right. Now my concern is I'm too stupid to figure out what they're trying to tell me to do there. Because, like, so far, it's been pretty straightforward. I don't see it. And can't pogo off of the ground spikes, so I'm trying to... Like, unless I could take those spikes that are popping up out of the ground with me. I'm just not seeing what the answer, I don't see, it's not clear at all. Thank you. It's just, I'm not seeing the answer. It's almost time for a break too, but I'll probably take a break after this attempt. Okay, maybe the next one, after the next one. That was a lame attempt. I need to take a break. I need to get up and stretch my legs a bit. I need to get some fucking ibuprofen. Jesus Christ. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'm gonna run some ads while I do that. Just because it's about that time. Can't tell anymore because Twitch changed. Yeah.